That's Crystal Waters. It's 9:15. Hope you're having a good start to your Monday.
You can do karaoke. FD. And it's accurate.
You know, a couple of gins and I can make that sound all night.
Oh, hey. What?
Alrighty, it's time for us to go live on Facebook. We are talking to Sarah Stanley, a journalist with the Straits Times, about Red Dot Abroad. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, morning. All right, so this series, even you were telling me that you were surprised that it was, so popular. It's got a strong readership. And basically, across the two published stories, and also there's one coming up, you write about Singaporeans who choose to kind of put roots in places they fell in love with while traveling. Is there a pattern in which, drives them to just start afresh abroad?
Yeah, so in talking to the people who I've already spoken to, some of them moved to Canada, another one to Japan.
Yep.
They were sort of looking for a change of pace. So something like a bit slower. And I mean, especially for the the Singaporean couple who moved to Japan, they have a kid and they want like a new environment for their kid to sort of experience before she grows up. So I guess change of pace is one of them.
Okay.
And then nature was another thing. So they kept mentioning how like living surrounded by like greenery and like forests, and knowing that the lake is just a drive away or a walk away. I think that helps, or it fits into the idea of like moving overseas and having a fresh start per se.
Right.
Yeah. So those were the two main things, and of course they're like financially stable, so they're able to like make these choices that require adult
better
money.
say first, huh?
Yeah, financially stable.
Yeah, it's not like a
don't anyhow
freak.
uproot.
Yes, correct. It wasn't like a freak decision that they decided suddenly. So I guess slow pace and nature, those were the top things that I've taken away.
I like the way they say, and the lake is just a walk away.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you is, in Singapore, a walk is 2 minutes. No, I go to the corner
Oh, that's
shop.
true.
Down there, the walk's 20 minutes. No, half an hour, it's a walk.
Okay, we have to also clarify that.
It's just around the corner is a half-hour walk.
That is actually very, very
true.
Yes, we must make clear on that point.
Yes.
Yeah, before they're like, I thought it's 2 minutes away. No.
Yeah. I guess for them it's worth the walk lah.
But so these people have all settled there.
Yeah.
Do they all live there, or have some of them just bought and then come back here?
Yeah, in most cases they haven't given up their citizenship, so they actually bought a house there, or bought land there, and over there it's freehold, so they know that they can keep returning, and they don't have to like give it up at any point. So for them it's more like for now, while they're able to, they can stay like 3 months, 6 months at a time, then come back to Singapore, visit family, and then go back again and stay the length. Yeah, so it's never about giving up anything. But I guess if we were to talk about giving up something, it's community, right? You travel there, you might be a bit lonely, especially since the people I've spoken to, they live not say direct flight away. You need to take a plane, and then you need to take a train, and you need to take a boat. So for them, it's really a distance they're removed from family in Singapore.
Did they talk about being lonely and, like leaving behind community and all that? Did they mention all that?
Yeah, so today I'm coming with an article for a guy who went to Laos, and he speaks the language.
But
the rest,
really key.
Maybe not.
We're going to talk more about that particular one as well, that story, because it's your next story. We're going to share it with you all on Facebook Live. Come and join us on facebook.com/1FM913.
Now, on Facebook Live, you're going to see a question run across the bottom of the page.
Yes.
Would you migrate, and to which country, to where? Would you migrate, and to where? We've got a great prize that we're giving away for that as well. So please answer that question and then get back to us with the prize, okay?
We were
talking about Singaporean in Laos. His name's Benny, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
He started out running a small guest house. He now owns an eco-luxury hotel. Tell us the story behind that.
Yeah. What happened there?
So his story is really interesting. This guy's like born with entrepreneurial blood running through his veins, He started at 14 selling flowers for his mom, and he was so strategic about it that he realized people wanted small trinkets alongside buying bouquets of flowers.
Oh.
And so he went to Laos to check out their markets there. And over there, back in the day, things were like $1. It's going for $1, right? Silk scarves, for instance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're all like handmade. They're beautiful, and you can't find them in Singapore. And he can price them like 10 times more when he brings them back.
Or more than that.
Exactly. So what he did is he went there, he had a look around, and he realized that so many tourists were there, and they didn't have enough guest house to accommodate these tourists.
Really?
And they were sleeping in temples or even on the streets in sleeping bags.
No.
So he found a business opportunity,
Okay.
and he found like a place that he could rent out, and it was 12 rooms. That's how he started. That was a guest house.
Okay.
And after 10 years, he managed to upgrade his business, so to speak, to a big
old was
luxury
he
hotel.
when
Yeah.
he started with the
Yes.
guest house? How old was he? Do you know?
He was 18.
Wow.
He started a guest house at 18.
Yes!
And
Isn't
how
that
old is
crazy?
he now with this eco luxury?
Now he's 37.
And he owns a
been there.
hotel.
Yes, he does. And his hotel sits on 10,000 square meters of land, okay? So it's really big. It's a 60-room hotel. Yeah, and he's gone from like modest guest house, like ensuite bathroom, a double bed, to now like a 60-room, like we're looking at a swimming pool that runs through the entire property. There's lobby, library, whatever, like everything's there. It's so different from a modest guest house, basically.
Yeah.
Must have been funded by all those trinkets that he sold with the flowers by his mum.
It's a smart move. Yeah.
You know what? Yes. What a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you stayed at the hotel by any chance?
No, I have not, but I'd love to.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here is a lady who has done a fantastic series.
Yes.
She's got another one coming up.
Yeah.
I am reaching out to her bosses now. How to complete the series if she doesn't stay in these things. So she needs at least 2 months off, paid.
Oh,
Paid
fantastic.
to go and visit all these properties and stay, and then do the conclusion.
Thank you.
The conclusion is titled, "Was it really worth it?"
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, that's a good
FD, my
idea.
fairy
That's a good
godfather.
idea.
So she needs to go.
Don't be surprised.
Of course, company expense. She needs to go.
Yeah, I agree. But don't be surprised if your bosses turn around and tell you, well, Sarah, you might want to try and buy up those trinkets in Laos and start selling them to fund
Stop
these
giving
trips.
her bosses ideas.
man.
Stop.
How do we snip this off from the main video?
I tried to help you. I tried to
know,
help
I could
you.
tell.
Sorry.
No, it's because of Benny. Benny, why are you so clever?
So if we've got aspiring
Yeah.
entrepreneurs who are listening now,
Yeah.
what specific decisions? I mean, location, partnership, sustainability. What do you think actually made this Benny's hotel, for example, work?
Okay, so I thought about this, and I think in part it was his choice of destination because for background, Laos only sort of opened up to international tourism in the late 1980s.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, he got on the bandwagon real quick, right? He was
Yeah.
sort of like first mover
No
advantage.
hesitation.
Correct. So he did it in early, like mid 2000s, sure.
Yeah.
But by then he sort of had a foothold in the destination already. And when he wants to upgrade, it's sort of like you have the context, you know the people, you're aware of like how to move around the destination.
Sure.
So his choice of destination is great, first mover advantage.
Right.
Also sustainability, I will say that it's not as appreciated, I feel still, by a lot of people. But as a business owner, if you know how to get on it, it's a cost saver. So, he has like 120 solar panels on the top of his car park, and that sort of generates electricity to help reduce costs here and there. It might not be, as significant as whatever other methods, but he's on it, which I think is, it says a lot. Yeah.
No, it's great. You can get away with a lot of things by saying it's an eco place, right?
Yeah.
Like no TV, no Wi-Fi, eco-friendly.
Yeah.
But you save so much.
Yeah, it's
you see,
true.
no need to put
I
the
don't need-
infrastructure, no
yeah.
need to buy all the appliances.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly.
You're
I-
right. Save
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
don't have a
money.
kettle. We're eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly.
But on the balcony, there are 4 sticks of wood you can light.
Yeah, firewood, correct. Like keeping it simple and traditional.
Keeping it simple.
Correct.
Yeah. Taking you back to nature, baby.
So he's smart in more ways than one.
I'm going to
Benny.
start an eco hotel. The problem is with pieces of wood on the balcony, the hotel burned up.
Oi!
Anyways, what was one of the things that you've spoken to all these people,
Yeah.
and we talked about trade-offs with community and stuff like that. What was the thing that hit them the worst, though, the hardest?
I think there's a lot of considerations around moving overseas, and one of them, especially for those with kids, was education and healthcare.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, family is important for sure, but also practically, when you move abroad, you might not have access to the same kind of healthcare you have in Singapore, the same kind of education. So, for Benny, for example, he's back in Singapore to send his kids to school here. And the couple who moved to Japan, they're also planning on bringing their kid, who's now coming to 4 years old. When she hits primary school, they're definitely coming back to Singapore. So,
Okay.
yeah, so those
okay.
are I guess the main trade-offs for people who have kids or want to be close to family. Yeah.
or you just have more kids, then after the second and the third one, you really don't care anymore.
You would know, I guess.
You're kind of like, eating stuff off the floor is okay.
It's okay.
You will live.
Yes.
Then, your healthcare needs not so.
It's life hacks, is it?
Life hacks. If you can eat off the floor in Laos, you can eat off the floor
anywhere. Correct. You'll survive.
Yeah, you'll survive.
You get diarrhea once, after that, it'll be okay. You're stronger,
How, you've spoken to them, these experiences that they have abroad.
Yeah.
It must have reshaped perspectives. Do they see Singapore differently now?
Oh, that's a good one. I think maybe in our conversations they're good and bad. One is when you move to places a bit more rural, there tends to be less structure, which is what people might be going for sometimes.
Yep.
But on the other hand, I think they probably miss some kind of structure. It could be physical, like infrastructure, right? Or it could be like metaphorical, like just knowing that when they go someplace, there are rules in place, that, they have to follow certain things.
Yeah.
So I guess those are some of the things that have reshaped their perspective, whether or not they are looking for structure, physical or metaphorical.
I want to know, which story made the strongest impression on you personally and why?
Okay, I'm going to say the couple who went to Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, so they moved to Okayama, which is about 45 minutes, if I'm not wrong, by high-speed train from Osaka. So it's not directly accessible via Singapore, but they chose it nonetheless, and it's an agricultural hub. But they wanted to move there regardless. So Okayama is known for like cash crops, like, cotton, fruits like peaches and barley, rice. Yeah, but they were okay moving there because it was such a change, or like a breath of fresh air. That was okay for them. And on top of that, they're sort of letting people stay at their house for free.
Oh,
For free?
Yeah, for free.
Give us some number.
Okay, later I send you.
You know what? We need to tell everybody on air about this.
Okay.
Wow, staying at their place for free?
Yep.
That's something.
Okay, we're going to head back on air on 1FM 91.3.
Such great sex.
That's really good stuff. That's Talk. It's My Life at 9:27 on your Monday morning. We are live on Facebook and on radio. We're talking to Sarah Stanley about Red Dot Abroad. Singaporeans who've packed up, gone overseas to start afresh. Some of them have opened hotels, for goodness sakes.
Yeah,
and we're currently talking about a couple in Japan who's letting their house out for free.
That's right. You heard me right the first time. Yep.
So tell us about that. What's going on with that?
Okay, so they got a house there for $89,000. It sits on 2,000 square meters of land. It's a 3-story build-up, and they can sleep 9. Okay, so that's the background. Now, the juicy part is that they're letting people stay, whether it's days or weeks, for not a cent worth in cost. So it's just purely for free, because their principle is that people should come to Okayama to enjoy what they have, to enjoy what the country has to offer. Wow. Yeah, so for them, nothing's lost. They've already bought the house. It's not going anywhere. It's a freehold property. Yeah. What they can do is that for people who need like a breather or like some time away from work, they're open to letting them stay. Of course, there's a little bit of a screening process where they speak to strangers over like Zoom or in person.
Okay.
And then so far they haven't rejected anybody.
Wow.
So how many, like roughly how many have they done? I mean, any interesting stories with that?
Right. So they've had about 40 people stay, but they're not all strangers. So it's like friends, family, and like maybe 3 to 4 strangers come over.
Yeah.
And so the interesting part is that anybody who comes in, they don't pay, but if they help with chores, it's not a bad thing. So they might help around with like building stuff or like raking the backyard.
Okay, I can cut grass.
Because you wanted
I
a
want to
lawnmower.
cut grass. Yeah. Okay, I hope they have the lawnmower. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they do. I mean, they come around, they do a little bit here and there around the house, and that's good enough.
That's kind
of
like the give and take that
Correct.
happens.
But
that's nice.
They shouldn't be obliged to do it. That's what the couple said. Yeah, if they want to help out, then that's great. If not, just enjoy.
Okay, we need to go back onto Facebook.
FD and Lavinia.
So a couple of things to bear in mind here. They're giving out this house for free.
Yes.
You were saying it's 2,000
square meters of land.
It's huge.
2,000 square meters. That's huge.
Land, okay.
And they paid $89,000 for it.
Yes, they paid $89,000.
That is crazy.
That's a fraction of what we pay.
Hello.
What? FD is very.
I want to go and build houses. I want to go and build houses in Japan.
Yeah, you could build many. You can have a hotel. hotel even,
You
with the
could.
prices of things for the land over there. What can $89,000 buy you here in Singapore? How big a land?
Good question.
I don't know.
One towel
I
worth.
also don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea, but not very, very much.
You know what's interesting about your house? I just want to jump in here. Is that
Sure.
it used to belong to a Japanese president of a company for entertainment. So the old house was red carpets, red curtains,
Oh, wow.
a bar, old
Oh,
school,
my.
vibe. And then they sort of tore it apart and, redid it on Yeah. So I mean, it comes with all these things, $89,000, but you have to, spruce it up on your own.
I just love the way Sarah said that. It was owned by a company CEO for, and then pause, entertainment.
Entertainment, It's a PG show, are we not?
Yes.
I think they must have been shocked when they went to see the house, right? It's
Yeah.
out there, in the outskirts, and there's all this greenery, this nature, suddenly a red carpet.
Yeah.
No,
They
but
asked.
here we hear about, this person's giving away the house for free. Well, you stay in it for free.
yeah.
Yep.
Someone's now got an eco hotel. We got people in Europe apparently who are like bed and breakfast and whatever.
Yes.
If there is someone now listening to us and going, hey, this is something I may want to look at, what's the one thing they should take away from all of this?
Okay, so as I was writing these stories, I realized the common thread that binds all these stories is that you can't really reach any of their destinations by direct flight. You have to explore beyond what's there to get to the real hidden gems per se.
Sure.
So, I mean, I'd say don't stop at destinations that are nearby or that are easily accessible.
Sure.
And to look beyond, because I think that's where you might find the $89,000 houses. That's where you might find the bed and breakfasts.
Right,
Like in
right,
Canada in the
right.
middle of nowhere. That's where you might find Benny's, eco luxury hotel plot of land.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be a lot more affordable and a lot more, I guess, in nature or within their own local community.
Yeah.
And if that's what people are looking for, then you have to make the sacrifices in terms of effort and time, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
travel there, spend that money and then come back and decide if it's really for you. Yeah, that's what I realized.
I've got to say, I did consider it for a while.
Oh.
Not that I
Ooh.
put it at the back of my head. I've wanted to open. I need to find the place. Tiny homes?
Yes.
A tiny homes
Yes.
village.
Yes. Wow.
That would be
where?
awesome. That would be
Don't
awesome.
know. I'm thinking maybe Australia.
Yeah.
And they're all like Airbnb'd out.
Yes.
The entire village.
Oh my
That
gosh,
would be
interesting you
fun.
mentioned this. One of my
What?
next stories is going to be on a lady who opened a tiny home in Wellington, New Zealand.
wow.
Yeah. And she's renting it out via Airbnb and she's doing really well.
wow.
See?
Yeah.
Tiny
FD.
home.
You've got it. Yeah.
Don't mess, man. We know what we're doing. Okay, we've got. We do this with all our guests now. We haven't done it with you yet, so
No.
it's time for you to have to go through this.
Let's see.
Three quick questions, and we got a couple of questions from Facebook, do we?
Yes, we do. So from Facebook, what is one word or sentence of advice you might give to a couple starting research for where to move to?
Ooh.
Interesting question.
Ooh, is this for me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Or do you want to take it?
So my advice is
Yeah.
hear what Sarah has to say. Yeah. Pay close attention. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple who's looking to move overseas, is it, and get a house overseas? Is that
Yeah,
what it is,
just
property?
looking for. They're starting the research on
starting the research.
Where to
move
move
to.
to.
Do you have any
Okay.
advice on that?
Yeah, sure. I guess look for a property agent who can advise you on the taxes that you have to pay, because I mean, typically we don't really know how many percent it goes up to. But
Right.
for example, for Japan, at least where Okayama is, it's supposed to be about 7 to 8% tax for a freehold property.
Okay.
So that's at least the baseline of what you have to pay. On top of whatever land prices you have to.
Yeah.
But also if you look online, there's loads of like overseas property
relocators
agents,
sort of
correct.
thing, right? Okay.
Yeah, who work as the middleman, and I think they're quite open to telling you how much you have to pay for certain things outside of the land cost or the property cost.
But you should know those things. It's not you're just
course.
going to get a rude shock,
Of
right?
course, yeah. So that's where you should start. It's definitely with the rules and regulations.
What's the most important consideration when screening choices? So you said the couple screens. What do
yes.
they look for?
Yeah.
So here's someone who obviously
Wow,
wants to
you wanna go? Okay,
he wants to go
Ken.
to Okayama, obviously.
Okay, I can
wants
tell
to know
what
how
they
to
shared.
pass.
No, because you can see it. It's like 45 minutes by train.
Yes.
Free housing. I can still stay. I can still see
Cost
Tokyo.
free, right? Yeah.
Free.
Okay, so they did mention that part of the screening process is to know how okay you are with a kid being in their house. So they can't accommodate them all the time because their kid wakes up at like odd hours, and the separation between each level, it's not like they have a soundproof wall. So they try to ask like why are you coming, and if you're okay with staying with the kid, is this for a break, or are you coming here to, I don't know, like check out our property? So they need to know the reasons why, and then they need to tell you that their kid is gonna be there. So I guess if you tick those boxes and you're not a weirdo or like not a creep, right? I mean, there's some baseline for
so
that.
important.
Then you're gonna be fine. They're quite open lah.
I see. Okay.
That's cool. 3 questions very quickly.
Okay.
This is quick fire, just so that you become like all the other guests now. Okay, here we go. Dream destination that you would move to.
Right. I'd say Melbourne. I know maybe a bit common, but Melbourne is a good mix of city and country for me.
Okay.
And I feel like there's a lot to Australia to explore, and I won't feel like I'm too removed from Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
First thing you crave for from home when you're abroad.
Soup. Like any kind of Oriental soup.
Really?
Yeah. Chicken soup, bak kut teh. Yeah, just hardcore soup fan.
Just want to tell you.
What?
You know what you just missed?
What?
Jillian went to
No.
Malaysia
And
to do her diving test.
okay.
On the way back, she drove through Klang.
And she had bak kut teh.
She brought bak kut teh back from her.
What?
It's outside.
She froze it, brought it back,
Yeah.
heated it. Her mum cooked the rice and everything. We had bak kut teh for breakfast.
Wow, got extra. Okay.
Oh, give it up for Jillian.
Clang,
Give it up for
bak kut teh,
Jillian.
man. Okay, if coffee costs $8 overseas, still buy or wait till you get home?
Still buy if it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a good coffee, I will pay that price.
No, especially if you wanted to move to Melbourne, they got
Yeah,
great
exactly,
coffee there, isn't
exactly.
it?
But
Yeah.
nowhere in the world can you find kopitiam.
Oh,
coffee.
for sure, for sure. I mean,
Someone's got
can lah.
someone's got to take the kopitiam coffee overseas.
Yeah. It has that,
But we
then
would
they
have to
inflate it
teach
Yeah,
them.
but that's the problem.
But we have to
Yeah.
also teach the foreigners there about local kopitiam coffee
This
culture.
is true.
You know?
Yeah.
This is true.
It's a bit of a shock for them, yeah.
Very true.
Alrighty.
Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for being with us. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.